Hello, everyone. Welcome to another edition of Park Walk and Talk. This time coming to you from Disney's little brother, not Disney's older brother, not very far from Buena Park.
It's
My
like
name is
if your older brother was like smaller and had a
Yeah.
stunted growth. No, that's insulting to Knott because I love Knott.
Knott's is awesome. It's just because if you're Robin, you're still great, even if Batman exists. So
yeah, it's like if Robin existed before Batman.
yes, Robin is still great, as is Knott's. Anyway, my name is Doobie, the guy in the studio, the man in the park defending Knott's Berry Farm is Mike Celestino. How you doing, Mike?
You know what? I'm a little tired, but I'm enjoying being out here at the park as always. I love Knott's. I was here last night for the big 100th anniversary celebration they did, and there's a nice 19-minute video you can watch on our YouTube channel of the whole presentation. They did fireworks. They did some music. They lit up this K that you can see right there. So that used to be up there, I think, and then it was taken down for many years, and now they've put it back up, and it lights up at night. It looks pretty cool.
Is that where the parachute jump was?
No, this is the what do they call that? The tower, the
sky tower thingy that goes up and down.
The sky tower, yeah.
So we're live right now. So if you have any questions or comments about Knott's, any parts of Knott's you'd like Mike to show you, he is happy to accommodate. Just put them in the comments. We'll do our best. But until then, go ahead.
Yeah, we're starting here in the Ghost Town area, which was built in 1940, this part of Ghost Town. So this is, 60 plus 21?
81 years old.
Is 81 years old. Right, so I remember when they did the 75th, I think I was here.
So what exactly is turning 100?
So, okay. Walter Knott and Cordelia Knott started their business on this property in, I guess it was 1920, because it was supposed to be last year that they did the 100th anniversary. They got delayed, obviously, because of the pandemic. But they delayed it to this year. Now it's happening all summer long here at Knott's Berry Farm. And they had a literal boysenberry farm, or a berry farm, and they cultivated the boysenberry, which is a combination of 3 berries that I don't remember. And they sold pies, and then eventually they opened the chicken dinner restaurant, which is still out front. And then they built the Ghost Town to alleviate the wait that people had waiting to get into the chicken restaurant. And then the park kind of grew around that.
Now, some might even say the park is a bigger deal than the chicken dinner restaurant.
I might say that, since I've never eaten there. Yeah.
That's bizarre. Although I've only eaten there, I think, once. But
yeah. I heard this story. I don't know how true it is, but I always heard this story that Walt Disney, when he was trying to figure out where Disneyland was going to go, he sat in the Knott's Mrs. Knott's chicken dinner restaurant with a big map of Orange County, trying to figure out which plot of land to buy for Disneyland.
So one might say, without Knott's Berry Farm, there may be no Disneyland.
I think there's actually probably a good case to be made that is the truth.
What's the weather out there in Buena Park?
Oh, it's very, very nice out today. Not overly hot. It's just warm and sunny.
Well, Buena Park, for those around the country, is located, about 10 miles away from Disneyland, Knott's Berry Farm?
I want to say it's 7 miles northwest of Disneyland.
Okay. Yeah, it's pretty close. It's a neighbor. The siblings did not want to get too far apart from each other.
Uh-huh.
So we're in the Ghost Town area now. Where are we headed?
We're headed toward Town Square over here, Calico Town Square. So, you and I were talking before the broadcast started that over the last weekend, I actually visited the real Calico, California, for the first time. I was super excited. My wife and I were driving back from Las Vegas, and we passed the sign that said Calico Ghost Town. I was like, wait a minute, the real Calico, we're passing it. So we got off. We wanted to get home. It was Sunday. We were both tired, but I was like, we can't miss this opportunity to go to Calico. So we went to spend a couple hours there. It was really neat. And actually, there's a lot of Knotts represented there, too. There's a big plaque when Walter Knott apparently bought the real Calico in 1950 and had it refurbished and everything. So there's a big plaque dedicated to him. And then we did like the train ride there and a mine tour and stuff. So that was really cool to see and kind of get the additional history behind. I guess Walter Knott grew up not too far from there and loved it so much that not only did he eventually buy it, I mean, in the other order, you know, he built kind of a replica of it here, and then he bought the real one. So he must have been a big fan of that old mining town, the old mining ghost town.
Is it pretty much a tourist area?
The Calico ghost town?
Yeah, the real one.
Yeah, I mean, yeah. There's really not much. It's just like a tourist trap. Yeah, exactly.
There are no actual ghosts living there anymore.
I did not see a ghost. Hello. They're doing this Charlie Brown show over here on the left at the Calico Mine stage. It's called Happiness Is. This show actually premiered in February of 2020, which would have been like a month before the park shut down. So now they finally get to do it again.
Lots of peanuts around this park if you're a fan.
Yeah.
Make it simple to bust your
It is great to see a theme park stage show of any scale right now.
Right, yeah. Obviously it's outside. Seating is distance around the park area.
It's exciting today. The governor of our state announced what exactly our June 15th opening would mean, and it really means an opening.
That's yes, basically I saw that.
Indoor, out. Yeah, I saw it because of you. Thank you. Indoor, outdoor, no capacity limitations, no masking requirements. There are some suggestions for unvaccinated masking in larger settings, but no mandates. So it's going to be very interesting to see how all the various theme parks adapt to that. But at least as far as the state law is concerned, come June 15th, theme parks can go full bore.
Yeah, it's a good question whether Disneyland, I'm sure some of the other parks are going to do it right away, but will Disneyland flip that switch immediately? I don't know.
Yeah, I'd be surprised if they flip that switch immediately. But at least it does open the door for the switch to finally be flipped at some point later in the year, and that's extremely exciting.
It is. Here's the Knott's Berry Tales Return to the Fair attraction. This was scheduled to open today, and it is open today, but it had a soft opening for a couple weeks at the season pass holder preview. So people have been on it a bunch. I've been on it a few times.
What's it like? Can you talk about it a little bit?
Yeah, it's an interactive dark ride, similar kind of to Toy Story Midway Mania. But the whole story is there's these coyotes stealing pies from the Knott's Berry Pie Factory, and there's all these bear characters that are, I guess, the good guys, and you want to help them recover the pies by shooting the pies with these boysenberry jam guns. It's fun. It's fun stuff.
What prior attractions in this spot have you been able to experience?
Well, I'm ashamed to say only Iron Reef.
Okay.
Knott's Iron Reef. Voyage to the Iron Reef. And then before that, I never went on the dinosaur one. What was that called?
Kingdom of the Dinosaurs.
Kingdom of the Dinosaurs. And then I never experienced the original Fairy Tales.
Okay. So you missed out.
Yeah, I'm sorry. I've seen video of them. I would like to have done them, but I just missed them.
Kingdom of the Dinosaurs was bad, but I'm glad I did it. This is a very purple celebration.
This is a big news that I learned last night. The Charles M. Schultz Theater here has been renamed. I don't know if you can see it. It's now the Walter Knott Theater.
Yes. Cool.
So this is their the bigger venue in the park where they do the ice skating show at Christmas time. And then I come here every August. I don't know if they're going to do it this year, but in August, usually they'll do the big Knott's Scary Farm announcement event that everybody comes to, and they announce like what mazes are returning, what mazes are going to be new.
That's true. We could see the return of the Halloween scary events this year. That would be
I
exciting.
sure hope so.
You love those, don't you?
Yeah, I mean, Halloween time traditionally, as part of this job, has been, I call it the gauntlet because it's a lot of work in a very short amount of time. But I also really love it because it's just so much fun and so exhausting, and I do really like Halloween quite a bit.
So, traveling through what area of the park is this called?
Well, we're going to be heading back into like the extension of Ghost Town back here because recently they rethemed this river rapids ride. It's called the Calico River Rapids now. Used to be the Bigfoot Rapids, but now it's rethemed to fit into the Calico Ghost Town theme. So that's kind of extending back here. But before that, I'm not sure what they called this area.
How crowded is the park today?
You know what? It really wasn't bad for most of the morning. The only long wait that I saw was really for the Ghost Rider, the big wooden roller coaster.
Is there a wait for this one?
Oh, we'll find out. We're going to go past the
on our last
entrance.
One of our recent streams, we got you to ride Grizzly River Run. Jeremiah has ridden Blue Nose Bilge Barge, so I feel like we need to get you on here for comparison.
Yeah, I don't know if it's going to be a walk-on. The one that I really wanted to do today was the Timber Mountain Log Ride, which is my favorite ride here. And last time I was here, it was not running. So that was my priority today. I got a nice video of it.
Good.
And I really just walked on that this morning, but I noticed last time I went by there that the line has gotten a lot longer for the Timber Mountain Log Ride.
Such fond memories of that ride.
This is the line here. You can see people just kind of walking through. So it doesn't back up that far, but it does wrap like all the way around. So that there could be a queue line backed up there. We just won't be able to see it.
Well, I will trust your judgment on this. What's your favorite Knott's coaster?
Well, again, I'm going to sound really lame with my answer to that because the one that we do the most often is the Jaguar.
Wow, that is lame.
I know. This is what I'm saying. It's a very tame, I guess is the right word.
Extremely tame. Family coaster.
But it usually doesn't have a very long wait. And it's just like a lot of like easy hills and drops. It goes around the Fiesta Village area.
Have you ridden them all here?
I think I have over the years. I'm not a big coaster guy though. If it's not like heavily themed, it doesn't really interest me that much.
Are you a Ghost Rider fan?
I've done it a few times. It used to like beat you up.
Yeah, I've heard.
Then they reprofiled it and it got smoother, and I liked it more at that point. But I still haven't been doing it. I'm just getting old.
It is bound to happen.
It's always got a really long wait too. That is by far the most popular of the coasters here.
I hear it's pretty incredible for people who like such things.
I do want to show you the what is it called? The Mystery Shack, which that kind of predated my time at Knott's, I think, originally, but they brought it back for the 100.
They have.
Yeah,
that's really exciting.
I don't know how close it is to the original version, or if it's just like part of what used to be there or whatever. But we'll take a look. I don't know. Maybe somebody's commenting or whatever. We could find out how different it is.
Yeah, I don't remember. I'm sure I did it as a child, but I have no recollection.
Yeah. We got some banjo playing going on over here.
I think I went to Knott's as much as Disney growing up.
Yeah. Hello, sir. Thank you.
My pleasure. Enjoy yourself.
You too.
Is it just me, Mike, or is there exactly one banjo song?
Well, I don't know. I could think of, that one from Deliverance, which is not the one that he just played, right?
No,
So
you're right.
That's two. And then you got Rainbow Connection from the Muppet movie.
I can see your bluegrass knowledge goes very deep. Deliverance and Rainbow Connection.
Yeah. There could not be two more different movies than Deliverance and the Muppet movie, but both are banjo-related films.
Oh, sorry, that really got me.
Yeah, so it's not the Mystery Shack. I apologize. It's called the Haunted Shack.
Yes. Oh, I love this attraction. Please tell me you can go in.
Yes, we're gonna. There's people using it right now. So the whole idea is, here's the instructions. Welcome to the Haunted Shack. Place the camera here, meaning there in that window. And it says the guest taking the photo should place their camera lens within the window in the center of the front door. And then inside, the taller guest is supposed to stand on the left side and the shorter guest stands on the right side. Each guest should stand in the corner of the room. The taller guest should stand in the corner nearest the entrance. Okay. So what is the desired effect, do you think?
I don't know. This is the most complicated theme park attraction in history. And this is way different than the attraction I experienced as a child, which was a walk-through guided tour, as it shows there.
Okay. Yeah, this says guided tour. So yeah, this is just like, I think, a smaller example of... So here's what it looks like when you peek through the window. And I guess what it's going to do is it's going to make one person seem way bigger than the other person.
Stay in there. Let's see people do it. Can we stay in the window?
Oh, yeah, let's see. Oh, there you go. Does that work? Oh, they didn't want to be on camera.
They're like, oh, goodness. You got a mask on. I think we got the idea. The shorter person looks very tall.
Yeah. I've seen it a bunch before in different places. It says the impossible's about to happen, and then there's another similar set of instructions there. But then I also wanted to show you just like inside. Yeah, it's okay. I need it on. There's also the chair on the wall here.
Oh, cool.
I'm not sure.
Are you allowed to sit in it?
I don't know how you would get up there. If that's just like supposed to be like a remnant of what it used to be.
The chair on the wall was so cool.
Yeah.
That's what I remember. That and the billiard balls where you'd roll them and they'd all go in the hole.
Okay. Yeah, they don't have that here. But yeah, it seems like just kind of a throwback.
I'm glad they have this homage to the original, but this is a pale imitation.
Okay, so it is smaller than it used to be.
It was several rooms, and it was a guided tour where you got to see various illusions like that.
Oh, there's some kind of doings transpiring over here.
Well, we most certainly did not. No. Well, you see, we was walking by the Undertaker, and there was this fella just laying there, real silent type, and we figured he didn't need these nuts no more.
All right, so we asked if we could borrow them. He didn't say nothing. We took that as a yes. And there was this lady there with this here fan, and she was wailing and crying. I figured she was upset with it, so I relieved her of the source of her misery.
So you see, Miss Not Quite a Sheriff, this is just a big misunderstanding, and we'll be on our way.
Yeah, not so fast. You're still the Mayfield, and you're still under arrest. Now hold it right there.
Well, we would love to, Miss Not Quite a Sheriff, except this is a rented tusk, and we've got to get back to the Undertaker to get our deposit back. Yeah, otherwise he'll be a real upset, and you don't want one of your citizens to be upset.
Well, how about this? We can all walk on down there together then.
Oh, that's mighty nice of you, Miss Knott, Sheriff. But we know the way.
Oh no, I insist. See, we'll get that jacket back in time, and while I'm down there, I can make some arrangements.
Arrangements for what?
Your funeral!
Whoa.
Let's split up. Bless you, idiot.
Gunfire
Oh, you
exchange.
get back here! Oh, no, you don't! Oh, I'm sorry you had to see all that, folks, but just know your sheriff in training is on the job. Now give yourselves a round of applause for your bravery. Hey, Mayfield, get back here!
That's loud.
It just sounds like another day in LA.
All right, there's one other cool thing I definitely want to show you. It's on the other side of the park, so we're gonna head that way.
What's that big red ride right in front of you?
That's called the Silver Bullets. Why it is red, I don't know.
Do they still have Montezuma's Revenge?
Yes, pretty sure that's still there. So here's the Calico Mine Ride.
Classic.
I put up a video of that a couple weeks ago when I came to the season pass preview.
That was the second to the last ride I rode before quarantine.
Oh yeah.
Then we rode the train, and then we're like, all right, let's go home. And that was that.
And then this is what I did this morning, the Timber Mountain log ride. Nice long wait for this right now.
Is it? Do you get very wet on it?
You know what? You don't when there's only one person in your log. I found that out.
Ah, which is,
So
I'm
that's-
guessing, how they're seating it now.
That's the trick. Well, yeah, one party pretty much. I actually did it last night with a couple other reporters, and I got more wet than I did today. I'm just waiting for a log to drop here. There it is.
Is that a shorter drop than Splash?
It's definitely comparable. I don't know which is longer,
Okay.
but I would say they're roughly the same. I don't know. That's definitely knowable information.
Yes, it is. Are there other smaller drops inside and a lot of theming?
Yes, yeah. It is. I mean, Splash Mountain is derivative of this. I don't think there's any arguing.
Okay.
This is one of my favorite theme park attractions. I love everything about it.
Thank you very, very much. I haven't ridden a log ride of any sort in a very long time.
Yeah.
So it's got a 42-foot drop.
Okay. What's Splash? Do we know?
I'm on it. I'm on it
Okay.
because this is so important. 52-foot drop.
Okay, so that one's a little bit higher.
Yeah.
You know what I love about this one though? I have this theory about this ride, and it actually applies to the Calico Mine Train too. Because you know at Disney, when you go on a ride like Splash Mountain or Pirates or any dark ride, they only have one thing happening at a time on either side. Like they're directing your attention.
Sure.
It's a very finely tuned craft, the Walt Disney Imagineering theory of like, let's tell the guests where to put their eyes, you know? In these two rides here, there's so much happening all the time, all around you, that it just feels like total mania.
That's wonderful. I did not know. I just read on Wikipedia that when they the Timber Mountain Log Ride has a soundtrack developed by Crazy Kirk and the Hillbillies.
Yes, that's relatively new though.
Yeah, the 2019 50th anniversary. But wow, yeah. Billy Hill, my boys Billy Hill are living forever in a theme park attraction.
And they've also contributed now to the Knott's Fairy Tales. They've got a song in there. So they're really a part of Knott's history now.
It is amazing.
Which is weird because they started at Disneyland.
Yeah, this group that became such an iconic part of Disneyland has become an even more iconic part of Knott's Berry Farm.
Yeah.
That is wonderful. I gotta say hi to our queen. Rebecca the Fifth has shown up today. Hi,
Hello.
Queenie. Thanks for joining us.
So here's the other notable thing I wanted to point out.
Okay.
It is the Soapbox Racers photo op here.
I remember those.
I think this ride was in this area. Am I right about that?
You know, I don't know. I always pictured it over where the steeplechase is now, but I am not sure at all.
Okay, well, I might be wrong. But yeah, you can sit in these kind of replicas of the Soapbox Racer vehicles and get your photo took.
I rode that as a kid so many times.
Oh, I didn't even notice this. This is like the K.
Iconic K.
I somehow I missed this last night. I wonder if this wasn't here last night. So it says, I can see the K. We're getting close. Knott's guest. I don't know how they got that quote. If they have microphones in people's cars.
Well, as one who drove to Knott's many times, yes, those words were spoken. So that could be my quote.
Okay. The giant K sat atop the structure. It was the Sky Jump Tower. You were right. I take it back.
Okay.
Could be.
I think it was all one structure. Yeah, it was all one structure.
Okay.
The Soapbox Racers were placed by Windjammer. So I think you're right on the location.
So Windjammer was here, I think, before they put up this one, the accelerator.
Right.
They had celebrities send in their well wishes or whatever for the party last night on video.
Like who?
Rachel Bloom from How I Met My Crazy Ex-Girlfriend. What is that show called?
Pretty sure that's not it.
No. Crazy Ex-Girlfriend, Rachel Bloom.
Okay.
And then Terry Crews is one of them.
Oh, like him. Big fan.
Tori Spelling, I remember being one of them.
Oh,
a lot of
in my neighborhood.
B-listers, some B-listers.
She was an A-lister at one time.
Who else? There's a few others. It's in the video. Oh, AC Slater. What's his name?
Mario Lopez.
Mario Lopez, yes.
He's an A-lister.
My theory about that video, if you go and watch it, I think that they looked on the Knott's Twitter account and they looked for all the blue checks that were following them. And they sent them a message there, would you like to submit a short video about your Knott's memories?
You are probably right on that. But Knott's Berry Farm being not that far from LA, Hollywood, it really is a very familiar park to the celebrity set, I'm sure.
Should we go to Camp Snoopy or to the boardwalk area?
Let's do the boardwalk.
Okay.
I do a lot of Camp Snoopy when I go with my son.
Okay.
Let's do the boardwalk.
I got to come back and take a picture of this K before I leave. Then we got the games.
Are they claiming that's the actual K from the top of the thing?
I don't know. Should we go back and read the rest of that sign?
No.
Okay.
But you can find out later on Laughing Place.
Okay. Yeah, I'll take a picture of the sign and I'll read it more thoroughly. I haven't come through here today, so I don't know what's going on the boardwalk.
Down by the sea.
Yesterday, I went on the Goofy Sky School over at California Adventure, and it reminded me of this ride, the Coast Rider.
You should go on this one and compare queue behavior.
Yeah. There were some miscreants waiting. The funny thing is that they were waiting for Goofy Sky School. It's like the most like non-threatening. I guess that ride is a little scary.
That was the funniest part of that story. It isn't. It is not a thrilling. I mean, it's a little scary, but just a little.
Here's KNOT radio. They do little broadcasts between the songs. We might be mid-song right now.
Like 50s boardwalk music?
Yes. Right now it's Who Wrote the Book of Love.
I believe that author was Mike Celestino.
Yeah, it might be a bit before they say anything.
Hi, Caitlin. Thanks for joining us. Caitlin desperately wanted you to do trivia with us last Tuesday. I'm like, Mike Celestino has a life beyond trivia.
Oh, here's another photo op that I missed. The sky jump. I didn't see this.
Terrifying ride in the world.
I never did that.
Me either. Look at it. Does that look fun? My cousin used to do it, and I would just sit down there and go, why? Why are you so crazy?
So now you can come and pretend like you're... I don't think they're doing it right. I think you're supposed to stand behind here.
I think you're right. They were riding it the adventurous way.
I'm curious if... See, there's like a fan in there, but it's not blowing. Like, I think it's supposed to be like blowing your hair around while you take the photo.
That is so cool. Yeah, I'm sure you're right. That's really cool. Maybe it's triggered by being up there. Can you go stand up there?
Oh. Oh, you know what? There's a foot pedal.
Oh, do it.
Yep, I turn on the fan. It's not really powerful enough. But it's a good idea.
Imagine you're standing over there.
Stronger than the fan. I have some kind of splinter in my sock. It's been bugging me all day.
If you need to take a moment to deal with it.
No, I've been trying. I took off my shoe before. I couldn't find it. It's still there, but I'll just deal with it.
Fun fact, Rachel Bloom of Crazy Ex-Girlfriend also had a cameo on How I Met Your Mother.
Whoa.
So no wonder you were confused.
I've never seen either show. I don't know how I would have subconsciously made that connection.
Have you ever ridden this?
Yeah, it was scary.
It looks terrifying.
You can I was telling Tony in one of our other streams, you can control it kind of by moving that fin. And I was like desperately trying not to move it at all. You know, because if you swing it back and forth, the vehicle is gonna like sway. And I just held it as steady as I possibly could.
And said, let it end, let it end.
Yeah.
Once again, we're at Knott's Berry Farm live with Mike Celestino. Please feel free to use those comments if you want to say anything like, hi, Mike. And we'll do our best to accommodate. Requests are always appreciated. Seems like a very quiet day at the park.
It's very pleasant.
How do the crowd seem to compare to? I know you were just at Disneyland yesterday. How do they compare?
Disneyland was more crowded, as you would expect. But I didn't do too many rides yesterday, but nothing had an unbearable wait, I didn't think. I did Small World in the morning. I did Tiki Room. I walked on both of those. And then I did Autopia. That was like 20 minutes maybe. I just wanted to get a video of that. I went over to DCA, did Sky School, and Silly Symphony Swings, which is like, I think I waited through one rotation of that and got on the next one. So
What's that?
and then the other thing I did, the big thing I did was the Disneyland Railroad, which we talked about the new boarding process for that.
Right now it's boarding on Toontown only. You can get off at other stops, but if you take it back around to Toontown, you have to get off there.
Correct. Oh, here's one of the new walk-around characters here. This is, I think this guy's name is Boysen Bear.
Very cute.
He's got a little trolley.
Mad Tea Party commented, "I'm working right now."
Speaking of the Mad Tea Party, that's another Disneyland Resort leftover that they've got performing at Knott's Berry Farm under the name Hiatus is their new name. I mean, they've played here before, but they're going to be part of this Knott's Summer Nights thing that happens on this stage right here, the Calico Mine stage. I saw them last night. They performed a few songs.
I know they had so many huge fans at DCA back in the day, so.
Yeah. I mean, it's a little different without the Alice in Wonderland theme and costumes and stuff, but it's still very fun. They do a lot of the same cover songs, like Living on a Prayer they did. I remember Mad Tea Party doing that.
Halfway there.
Halfway to what?
Oh, we're halfway there.
Yeah, I gotcha. Well, I mean, I guess we should go to Camp Snoopy because we pretty much covered everything else.
Halfway there.
Here's some of the food kiosks for Knott's Summer Nights. This is called hamburger, hot dogs, and chili. And it's pretty straightforward.
So have Knott's Summer Nights kicked off already?
Yeah, this is the first day, I guess, because last night was the big party to kick off the season.
And when do they actually?
There's a big chair you can sit in.
When do they actually? What time does it start?
Well, here's more info about it. Here's tonight's live music. What time does it start? Is a good question. Here's that band. This is Hiatus with members from the Mad Tea Party. I'm not sure what time the night. Wait. Summer Nights, Select Nights, May 21st through September 6th. Don't have that info. But look how nice it looks, all lit up in the concept art at least.
Yeah, that is pretty. I don't think of Knott's as a pretty nighttime park. Did it look really good last night?
Yeah, I like the new lighting stuff that they're doing for sure. I got some nice video. If you go to the 19-minute video I put up last night and fast forward all the way to the very end, I got them lighting up. The first time they lit up this new tower, the new K on the top of the tower, and then they had the cabin rising and they had music playing and fireworks going off and stuff. So that's at the end of that video. Here's some more live character entertainment on the balcony here.
Open up that golden gate, California, here I come. Oh, can we just hear it for famous here on the island? Oh, thank you so much, folks.
He's got like a tip box here, but I don't know how I'm supposed to reach it.
Do you have a coin you can flip up there?
Yeah. I just start chucking quarters at them. It'll get me ingratiated with Knott's security. Open up that golden gate. And this is the other side of Ghost Town that we haven't walked down yet, the street.
Wow, it's quiet back here. It's almost like a ghost town.
Well, I was surprised to find in the real Calico that they also have a bottle house like this.
Oh, wow. Do they also have a Sad-Eye Joe?
They had it wasn't called Sad Eye Joe, and I don't think he would talk unless it just wasn't going when we were there. But there was a dude sitting in a cell that was very similar. That reminded me of Sad Eye Joe.
This is a very triggering house for me.
Why is that?
Oh, the holes?
Oh, you got that. What's that called?
I don't know. I don't even want to say the word.
I remember when the new Xbox came out and people were complaining because it had all those holes in the top.
Yep, that's me.
I don't know. I have a lot of weird phobias and hang-ups and stuff, but that's not one of them.
Yeah,
Not that I'm saying you're weird.
No, it's weird, but it's not one of the worst ones. It could be a lot worse, though.
Yeah.
Got some breaking news.
Let's hear it.
Wait.
Oh, look who it is. What's the breaking news?
No, go ahead. Do your thing first.
This is Whittles. He's the prospector. Hi, Whittles. How are you? Good to see you. Can I see your backpack? See, it says Whittles there. And what do you got? Burrow bites?
I thought that was cigarettes.
Nice. Where is your burrow? Gotcha.
He talks?
No, he's got a translator.
Oh.
Yeah, he's just making sure we know what Whittles is saying. Thanks, Whittles. Nice to see you. Glad to have you back.
Right. As you walk away from Whittles. Bye, Whittles.
So he
Breaking
was
news.
revealed last night. Oh, look at that. We got a graphic and everything.
Look at that. Look at that. All right, go away. It's kind of long. Disneyland has announced they will be ending temperature screenings on June 15th. So when California, quote, reopens, there will no longer be any temperature checks at Disneyland. They've already been gone from Disney World, and now they will be gone from Disneyland. There is your breaking news.
So I have a question for you regarding the temperature checks.
Yes.
Have you? Now you've been to some parks. You've been to Walt Disney World, and you've been
Many times.
Have you ever gone through the temperature check where the person did not say to you, "I'm just going to check your temperature"?
I'm pretty sure I have not. That is a great
Me
question.
too. I have not either. I'm like, yeah, I know. I've done it. Like, at this point, yeah, I've probably done it more than, I don't know, something funny. But, yeah, like, what? I get it. I get the process now. And then it's going to be ending in 3 weeks. So
Kyle asked if they're going to be doing them at Knott's. Do they do them at Knott's currently?
No. Today they asked me if I had experienced any symptoms, and I said no, and then they let me in. It's like the honor system.
Yeah, so the answer is no, they won't be doing them at Knott's because they're not doing them currently at Knott's. Disney World ended them a couple weeks ago.
They were for a long time, but...
Oh, okay.
The way it worked here at Knott's was you would just walk through a room. It wasn't the little gun that they point at your head. It was, I think it was some kind of infrared or heat vision. And you would walk through this room, and the guy would look at the computer monitor.
That is slightly creepy.
Well, it's the same at SeaWorld in San Diego, too. There was no gun. It was just a room.
So there's no one to say, I'm just going to check your temperature?
Right. Yeah, that's true. It's really only at Disneyland and Universal Studios that I've experienced.
So again, California has given more details on the reopening plan June 15th. Essentially, every restriction is going to be gone as far as capacity goes. There are certain circumstances where they're going to request that vaccinated people mask up, but there is not going to be any mandate for proving vaccination. Again, it can still be up to local municipalities or private businesses how they want to handle it. But as far as the state of California goes, on June 15th, you are allowed to reopen. So we are looking forward to that. We don't yet know how that's going to affect the various theme parks. It doesn't mean magically everything's back to normal on June 15th. It just means that the way has been cleared to move that direction.
Sounds good.
Tristan has a question for you. Do you have a favorite show at Knott's Berry Farm?
Honestly, we were talking earlier about the Charles M. Schultz Theater, which is now the Walter Knott Theater, and they had that Snoopy on Ice every Christmas time for Knott's Merry Farm. That show is actually really impressive. The first time I went and saw that at a media event, I was like, oh, I got to watch this show now. But then I was like, my jaw dropped with some of the tricks they were pulling off. And then the person in the Snoopy costume, or
Whoa, you mean Snoopy?
Sorry, yeah, Snoopy, was doing some like crazy ice skating maneuvers. I don't even know what they're called, triple axel or something. And you think this guy, Snoopy, he's bigger than you would think based on the comic strip. But he was very like agile.
Oh, I know you're a cat owner. Dogs are very talented.
Right. Yeah, my cats can't do anything except I'm trying to think of something that cats do.
Gouge your eyes out when you feed them late.
Yeah,
sorry, I'm not a cat guy, sorry.
Well, one of my the younger cat, when it gets to be dinner time or breakfast time, she will sit in front of you. Like if you're watching TV, she'll just get on the coffee table and just sit there until you feed her. She knows the time is coming up, The other cat is more chill.
What is this? Can you walk on there?
Yeah. We did this last time when it was Tony.
This is scary.
So this is closed. This was closed all last year for all the little events they were doing during the pandemic. But now it's like a mini Tom Sawyer Island.
That's cool. Oh yeah, it really is. By the way, our queen says her cat can ice skate, so you need to give yours some lessons. Tristan mentions the peanut celebration with happiness. So we were watching a peanut show earlier where they were singing a song.
That's that show. Happiness is the title.
Happiness is, yeah, exactly. Yeah. So yeah, that's going on. And we caught a clip of it at the beginning of this video. If you want to rewind all the way back to the beginning, we actually started.
If you want to watch the whole show, we've got it from last year. It's on our YouTube, which is what I actually checked because when I saw it was happening today, I was like, should I get footage of that whole show? But I already done it, so it's we got it.
We'll just change the year on it to say 2021. No.
Well, I mean, they're not like it's not different. They're not like wearing masks. It's pretty much the same. So I didn't think it was necessary.
We're in Camp Snoopy now, which is the kiddie portion of the park where my son loves to hang out.
Dakota.
We just met Dakota.
I feel like that's one of those names that people make fun of. Like when you're trying to come up with a fake name for a kid in modern, I don't know.
I call my son Porter all the time because no one's named Porter anymore. That Ferris wheel looks terrifying. That does not belong in the kiddie part. Do you have a fear of heights at all?
It depends on the context. Like if I feel like there's not enough, like people always say, like it's not the fear of falling, it's the fear that you might jump.
Yeah.
If I feel like, when there's not enough protecting me, if there's not enough of a railing or something, I'll get scared.
So Ferris wheel's not for you?
I can do Ferris wheels. Sometimes when we do the ski lifts, I'll get scared. Ski lifts will terrify me.
Give me a sedative first. Speaking of Dakota, Tristan also loves the Calico Saloon Show with Dakota Dan and Cameo Kate.
Oh, yeah. I think we were talking about noises.
Shoot me.
And where would be a bad place to work? This guy's got to hear these phones in his nightmare.
Oh, my goodness. I hope he gets paid double. That is the worst job in the world. We have found it.
And here's the aforementioned Jaguar.
Are you a Jaguar or a Jaguar pronouncer?
I think I said Jaguar.
Jaguar. Pirates of the Caribbean.
Yeah. I felt very vindicated by that when I found Walt Disney saying it that way. Oh, here's Montezuma's Revenge. You were asking if that was still there.
I feel like I need to ride that sometime. I've never ridden it.
I think I did it once many years ago.
It is a huge, it's just a simple forward and backward loop, but the loop is huge.
Well, the cool thing about these two roller coasters is that the Jaguar goes through the loop of Montezuma's Revenge. So if you time it right, if you get really lucky, and this has happened to me multiple times, you can go through the loop of the Montezuma's Revenge as that train is going around the loop.
That's awesome.
And it's pretty fun. I'll show you as we get over here what I mean.
I remember Jaguar commercials. Go ahead.
This is what I'm looking forward to on June 15th. Is hopefully you won't have to stage the queues outside anymore.
Right.
Because I was gonna get video of Jaguar today, and the entire line is outside in the hot sun with no shade. I was like, no. So that'll be something that I come back and do after we can wait inside that pyramid.
Right. Yeah. Just it wasn't meant to be having queues go this far outside.
Yeah. You can see the track for Jaguar passes through that. This loop is Montezuma's Revenge, and this track here is Jaguar.
Very nice. I remember Jaguar commercials when I was younger, talking about how long it is, how big a coaster it is. It is a very, very long coaster.
Yeah, that's what I like about it. It's long. It's not too intense. It's just like a nice, long, pleasant ride.
Right.
I'm waiting for the next train to go, but it's not. It doesn't seem to be.
I can see why the line's so long.
Yeah, it's kind of a slow loader. So these people here on the previous one are still waiting to go. Oh, there it goes. Here we go. Excuse me.
Wow. That is a long coaster.
Okay, that's going to go through the loop over here. See, but it wasn't timed right that time.
I think that's the longest coaster I've ever seen, like in terms of number of cars.
Oh, yeah, sure.
It's huge. Cool. Oh, what are these people about to do? What is this thing? Let's watch this thing for a second.
Oh, this thing is terrifying to me. I don't think I've done this. This is called Soul Spin. SOL as the sun.
Are these people, have they decided they don't want to live anymore?
I'm afraid just to stand under this thing.
It's like a joke Simpsons ride.
yeah. The tooth chipper. It's in Itchy and Scratchy land.
Oh my goodness. How close to the ground are they getting?
I don't know.
That is terrifying.
I'd be more afraid of how close to the arm it's getting.
Yeah, that too.
Yeah, that's not my thing.
No. They sound terrified. I feel bad for them.
I tell you what, there's one more thing I want to show you before we wrap. So I'm going to head back to like the center of the park.
All right.
I just thought we should look at some of the 100th anniversary merchandise. So we'll go down this area that we don't really usually travel in the live streams.
Someone's asking if they will still have the peanut celebration in February. Would you happen to have an answer for that?
I mean, they were doing it every February until this year, until 2021, because of the shutdown. Obviously, they didn't do it. They did have it last year before the park shut down in March.
Okay, so there's probably a good chance they will, but they haven't announced it yet.
Yeah, once they get back into the normal swing of things, which it seems like they are very quickly, I would guess that peanut celebration will happen in February of next year.
That's a scary one, but not as scary as that other thing.
No, I've done this. This is not too bad. Then they got all these little missions. These little models of the California missions. Yeah.
Very famous part of California history, the missions. Famous San Juan Capistrano and the Swallows.
This one is Santa Barbara, where my wife went to school.
Party school.
What's that?
You said party school. I don't know if that's true. I just say that for every college.
No, I think it is. I think it is a party school. I think she would tell you that it is. Yeah, if she's watching. This one is San Luis Obispo, where Weird Al Yankovic went to school.
So Mike knows California locations by who went to school at them.
just two people that I admire.
Which one do you admire more?
It depends whether my wife is watching.
Very good.
San Fernando. Don't know anybody who went to school there, or if there is a school called that.
That's just the valley. You must know someone who went to Cal State Northridge.
Well, yeah, I guess I live in the San Fernando Valley.
Right.
All right. Just heading back to the ghost town here. We'll look at some of the 100th merch before we wrap up.
Merch is always a good way to show the stream. People love to buy stuff. Did you buy anything at Disneyland yesterday? I know you saw a lot of new Star Wars stuff.
Yes. In fact, on camera, I bought the new Doc Ondar plush from Toydarian and Toy Maker, the Star Wars Galaxy's Edge.
Mm-hmm.
And then I also bought that new Mythosaur mug, which I went back later to get.
So when you got home with your Doc Ondar, did you play with them?
I actually haven't been home yet since then.
Oh, wow. Okay.
But I will. He'll just probably go on the shelf.
You don't play with your toys?
No, but Alex was suggesting yesterday that we try to put some of the new emo clothes on him. Which I
that's
thought
true.
was pretty funny.
That's a good idea. You need to try that if you have any.
I don't.
Oh, bummer.
I feel like we've like flirted with the idea of buying a new emo, my wife and I.
Once you start, you know.
Yeah, I keep saying if they made a Gonzo from the Muppets, I would get one.
If they made a Star Wars characters, would you get those?
I would consider it, depending on who it was, what they looked like. Yeah.
That famous defender of the Empire, Kylo Ren.
No, I wouldn't need a Kylo Ren. If they made a Cobb Vanth new emo, I would totally buy it.
Bosk.
But yes, I would definitely get a Bosk if you're watching Disney. All right, here we go. 100th anniversary merch. I like this shirt. It's got a lot of there's the Haunted Shack. You got these guys who are literally right outside this building.
Get them to sign it.
The assay office. Well, they're statues. So. A coyote from the Berry Tales Timber Mountain log ride. That's a cool one.
They have Berry Tales on there?
Yeah.
Okay.
Well, I think this guy is from that.
Okay.
Yeah. And then what's this? This is a boysenberry pie stand. Voted best pie. And then you got some water bottles. What are these?
Boysenberry pie is so good.
It's just jars.
Well, that's nice. I like that.
Oh, the cool thing that you can't get here. I'm gonna turn my camera around real quick. Because last night at the big party, they distributed these masks.
Nice.
I believe it was an event exclusive, so
Really? Way to go.
that's gonna be a
Mike is taking bids right now. You used face masks.
yeah. But yeah, I've passed a few people today who are asking me like, where can I get that mask? I was like, oh, I guess you had to be at the party.
Had to be special.
Sorry. Yeah, you have to be treated like a VIP.
As you deserve.
And then I like all this Ghost Town. What else? We got Ghost Town 19. Oh, this says 41, so that's like 80 years
80 years, yeah.
for the Ghost Town. And there's that donkey or the burro, I guess.
Where did you get your map?
Oh, there we go.
so
Yeah,
low.
that's last night at the party they were distributing these. I'm sorry. They were free at the. There was an event last night for the 100th celebration.
We were supposed to be there, but we didn't. With our age group.
Oh, I'm sorry.
That's what we were wondering.
Yeah, I don't know.
All of us were supposed to be invited, but they never told us about it.
I'm sorry. Yeah, maybe I don't know if they have any extras lying around somewhere,
That's
but
what we're hunting down.
yeah.
Yeah, because we were supposed to be here last night with our age group, and we got no notification about it.
Oh, good luck.
Yeah.
Ladies and
See,
gentlemen,
this is what I'm saying. This is what I'm saying.
the thrill of that was getting to see how Mike Celestino handled the situation.
It's
Well,
it,
he
no, the
needed to
thrill-
go.
The real thrill of it was proving that I am not a liar. Because I said that was happening, and then you saw it happen. So it was
I
worth the
did.
$20 that I slipped that guy.
I hope they're getting royalties for that T-shirt.
It was, for the T-shirt.
They're on a T-shirt inside, right?
Oh yeah. These guys. I see what you're saying. Yeah. All right. Are we good? I think we're good.
I think we're good. Yeah, that was a lot of fun, Mike. With
Hang
a
on,
perfect
I'm gonna
ending.
Flip around here again,
Let's see.
and I'm gonna sit with these gentlemen.
Wow, where'd you get that mask? That's awesome.
You know, it's pretty nice, right? Everybody wants it. That's the best feeling, isn't it? That's like when I got the Jabba the Hutt exclusive from San Diego Comic-Con and the Hasbro booth, and I was walking
Everyone
around.
That's me. I'm special. All right, Mike. Why don't you sign us off here? Thanks so much.
Thanks for watching. This is Mike Celestino from Knott's Berry Farm, and it's the 100th anniversary celebration all summer long, starting today. And they got the summer nights going. Come on down, check it out. It's a lot of fun. Bye. Thanks, Doobie.
Bye, everybody.